What IFS contributes to the discussion of shame, or maybe how you're taking the traditional shame literature and what IFS does that makes it more accessible, more simple in a way to understand and to work with clients.
Obviously, IFS sees that exiles hold shame and protectors also respond to and act from shame. And we have a construct that understands shame within our system. But then we actually have how it works in our individual systems. And that is quite different for each person, which is why we always talk about, we ask the parts. For me, the shame literature says that there's healthy shame and there's unhealthy shame, and they're interested in the theories of shame and guilt, and can shame really ever be healed if there's a healthy form? And for me, I don't really care much for all the arguments and the theories around that. What I'm much more interested in is the experience of shame is like very knotted. It feels very complex and difficult to unravel. And my experience of my healing is that it absolutely can be unraveled and healed. That's not to say you become some narcissistic, shameless person. What I'm saying is there's no burden of shame that feels part of a knot. And so now my parts are much more able to tell me anything. Things that are normally held in shame, I'm allowed to have awareness of. And so therefore there's a relationship between parts who hold things, and I can tend to it no matter what. And then there just doesn't end up being much shame. And if there is, very quickly loved and tended to and held in compassion, and the trailhead can be followed.
Right.
And that's what I mean by we can resolve shame.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing is it's appropriate to feel some shame when you do something or in certain situations, but it's because it's not who we are. And if you've already had experience processing shame, the more knotted shame that sort of gets tucked away, you give attention to whatever that context is, and it passes.
Yes, but normally shame is held in secret. So
Right.
you don't know.
Right, exactly. The course will be January 15th from
Yes.
12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Is there anything more you want to say about why people might want to take this workshop?
My hope merchant parts want to say
Mm,
that collapsing into nothingness feeling and that sense of utterly distinctly being flawed feeling is absolutely resolvable. And so, as someone who has gone through the process of coming out the other side of that, I'm hoping the workshop offers something of that to people.
great. And as we said earlier, probably good preparation for the deeper dive that is the Nuance and Attunement course, which will be starting in March. Yeah.
So this workshop is a good introduction to the Nuance and Attunement course that I run with IFS Healers, because this is just a taste of a much bigger journey that we do on shame in the longer course. This workshop is just a taste of a much deeper dive that we have in the longer course.